Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to see what is this full moon bringing you. And we have a Scorpio full moon on the 1st of May, and it's extremely powerful. It's affecting everyone. It's a time of release as well as clarity. And also, I feel like exposure because Scorpio has a sensational and energy. So if there's anything hidden from you, they're all going to be exposed. You're going to come to realize why certain things are actually working or not working out. We're going to start by some symbols. It seems like this timeline is going to bring some unexpected income to you. Would love to see that. And so accept it. That's very important too. If the help is coming, it can come in the format of cash. It can come in the format of support, connections. And so accept it. That's another important point here too. It's not the time to be humble because Scorpio vibes, Scorpio energy is not humble. Okay, guys? By the way, if you're new here, I am Divine Light and I'm so happy you're with me today. If you go on to enjoy this message, give it a thumbs up, hype the video, hit subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a video. We have here a thief. Yeah, this is the exposure time. You're going to get something and the thief is going to show up immediately. I feel like the first person that shows up with a need can be the one that you should be eliminating during this full moon energy, because that's why the moon is illuminating everything so you can see what's hidden in the dark. Okay, so we see here there's a setup. They're setting up this man right there, but we have a young child, a female and a masculine character. All the energies of this like archetypes are present, so can be any type of archetype. Do not eliminate anyone. We have toil and labor. I feel like this is spiritual and mental labor that you need to put out there to find the thief. Also, find what's holding you back, okay? It can be maybe some things are delayed or not really moving forward. Then you need to put the toil and labor into it to find what is delaying your progress. We have a marriage here. Marriage is a contract, guys. I state it every time. Marriage is a tying, bonding contract, which is only can be also eliminated by the today's world government. Okay, so this can be a legal thing that you're signing on to, which will require an authority's involvement to get out of it. We see a happy family here, but marriage is also, I think I heard it somewhere during the Roman Empire invented. It's been there forever, but it's been used during the Roman Empire, especially for to keep the power in one hand. Okay, so it can be a situation. Maybe you need to make a decision here to keep the power in your hand. Maybe you're going to make an agreement with someone. It doesn't have to be you marrying with somebody. It can be like creating an agreement, signing a contract together, like something. This is going to be a happy, we can see the house on the background and such, so it's going to be a happy scenery. The women, her eyes are looking a little like phased out, but either way, so if you don't want to be like in the dark, first you bring the clarity to the contract here. Okay, let's dive into your coffee cup, then we're going to look into the saucer. I see in the saucer already there's kind of reminds me of an old type of warriors here, kind of Sumerian. If you know about the Sumerian like depictions, they have carvings and such, the stone carvings of their warriors. They have this kind of like different type of beards and they wear this long hats on top of their head. So I see someone here, Sumerian, Assyrian. When you look at their culture, they're like as we know today, except Göbekli Tepe, they are the known ancestors of the civilization. So this can be someone from that part of the world, or it can be also someone that is like highly civilized. They know the rules and they know how to play the game of life. And why is this important? They are actually being also illuminated by the full moon here. So if your mind keep actually directing you towards a certain person, a certain teaching, it doesn't have to be the person too. Maybe it's time to just pay attention to that. Maybe their illumination, your freedom is actually focused on that light. They might be actually spreading the light for that for you. Let's see what we have here. There's a pathway opening for some of you with the tears of joy. And there's a fountain. You're passing a fountain and then finding the pathway. Fountain, because it's a Scorpio full moon, you don't have to have Scorpio in your chart to get affected emotionally. It's a powerful emotional full moon that we're going to have, a powerful emotional release. And so if anything is rising up, instead of bottling it down and just bottling it up and just putting it away, it's time to feel what it is. And the best way to feel what it is and how it's affecting you is without any reaction. Okay, this is like something that I'm also experiencing as well. When you react to it, you keep it around. You actually turn that into a shield around you. But when you quiet your mind and quiet your self, basically, instead of reacting to and asking, turning around and saying, why am I feeling this? What is this emotion? First of all, name the emotion. And then why am I feeling this? Where is this throwing me back? What age? Okay. And that will open up the pathway for you. Which has like a moment of freedom, basically. Excuse me. I see there's a mask here. This kind of looks like also a heart with 3 holes. The third hole is right there. So something might have actually shattered your heart or like pierced your heart. With 3 of swords, 3 holes indicates that. But 3 of swords doesn't really have like maybe 4 cups, kind of like emotional energy. 3 of swords is something maybe you had the foresight for it. You already have the foresight for it as well. You know this is going to end up in that way, and it just ended up that way. But now you're feeling like, oh, maybe I should have done some things differently. Okay, maybe you did a favor to someone, but you knew they were going to betray you, or you're going through a hard time and you knew this was coming. And the best part of the 4 of swords is like there's clouds above the heart, meaning those are rain clouds, and rain do not last forever. That too shall pass. So this is a time that you're understanding, oh, this is something that is temporary. It's not going to last forever. I see here, especially, this is for the next 30 days. I know I don't usually do this kind of readings, but we have a full moon in Scorpio, and then we're going to have another full moon on the 30th of this month, okay? It's like a beginning with a full moon and ending with a full moon from my understanding. And it seems like here the effect can be, like this effect can be used. You can milk this energy. You can actually let go of the things that are holding you down, because we always think that I don't have enough of the things to get my things going, like manifest my desires. But the truth is we have everything that we need, but our light is covered by these dark energies that we picked up along the way. This can be ancestral. This can be our own childhood traumas or whatever this is. And it's the time to actually put a light, shine a light on them. And I see that you're starting it with maybe especially within the first week of the month. There's someone smiling here. You can see the scarecrow, right? The arms of the scarecrow. Now it's like a pumpkin head here, and it's holding something in their hand, but not really letting it go. You see the finger is like latched onto it. So it can be about something you always wanted, someone that you see as a scarecrow. Maybe like they are not really in the house, but near the house, but there's something like scary of a kind of a person, and they have been holding something in their hand, okay? And this can even be a foundation, a structured institution that they're just barely giving you something that you desire, but not fully. It seems like here you are afraid, right? You're trying to run away, but you need the thing that they're providing as well. I see a letter I here. That's why I said maybe an institution. Kind of looks like a T and I. Tiffany can be the name of a person too. And they're handing you over something, but not giving you. But the thing is, I feel like you're breaking free from whatever this hold that they have over you, okay? Which is a good sign here, because you see the victory showing up and you are standing up here instead of like being small. This immediate growth, and you have a frog in front of you. You can see the eyes of the frog. They're looking at you. Maybe there's a person that can help you with the leap, or not happy with the leap that you're going to have over them. So basically, this is going to require a little courage, but the courage to say no, or the courage to say, you know what, if you're not giving it to me fully, I don't want it anyways. I'm going to go get my own stuff. Okay. This can be about money. This can be about love. Maybe you're actually getting breadcrumbs from someone. You standing up and telling, you know what? I don't need your breadcrumbs. Okay. You're not scaring me anymore. And then the thing starts to, you see like the light starts to come, and this person is not going to be happy. If there's a person that you're dealing with, or it can be a situation, it might try to pull you back in there, but you are walking away from it. I see, towards a full cup. Cup is emotional fulfillment, guys. So some of you are relieving this rain, the acid rain basically behind. I see like many people here, like the faces, even the dog there. The dog is loyal to these people. So if there's this like an environment, society that you're in, they might be feeling like, oh, you're doing the right thing and cast you out. But the thing is, you're walking towards a place that is filled with joy for you, because Ace of Cups has mainly the joy in it. I see here, I don't know if you ever heard, guys, they recently found an Athena from, I don't want to say ancient Greek, because I don't know if there anything left from ancient Greek. Roman Empire, though, they find many of the stuff from them. In Turkey, they found this Athena sculpture, and it's massive, and she has Medusa on her chest. It's like the head is missing. However, they put a 3D version of it online, and I saw it. It's mesmerizing, and we see this here. And Athena is the god of war, but also like the god of like supporting the weak, because the Medusa has a very distinctive story, guys. Even though it seems like she's a creature of like she's a negative creature or a person, she has been through something, and actually she's not the one causing stress by herself. She's been used for that at the end of the day as well. So I feel that's why Athena here carrying the Medusa on her chest is someone who's the bringer of justice in a place that the words are not really actually working anymore. She brings that system of war has its own rules as well. It's like even though it's not really applied today, there are some laws of it as well. And as a female character, I feel like she's just, and she's really obeying that. And she's standing right in front of you here. So if there's anything that needs to be avenged, so Scorpio has an avenging energy too, you can walk away from it freely. You don't have to mind it. And the only thing you need to do is focus on the joy, love, and happiness of your own self. Athena is standing right there to bring that justice to you, okay? And even if you're feeling, oh, they're going to get away with it, nobody's getting away with anything. Like, you're being protected there, okay? And you're actually being there's somebody there watching your back, and an entity, let's say. I see here buffaloes, that's like the white buffalo calf woman that reminded me, which is actually known as also like the first human in some cultures. So this is when the white buffalo calf comes in, it is also a sign that there's a new world structure coming back again, or coming forward. So I see here, when you move on, when you leave that avenging part to others, or maybe it's like maybe you don't really have a plan of revenge, but in your heart you're still carrying, they did this to me, they did that to me, that's because of them I'm in the situation. When you let that go and mind your own life and just focus on your happiness, that's why the light is coming with this full moon. The white buffalo calf comes forward, okay? It's a new world, a new structure comes into your life. I see that there's a lion looking at it, but the lion is much smaller than the white buffalo calf, so it's like a predator is respecting the young. So here, it's Leo can also be someone who has a leadership in their vibe, of maybe this is a Leo that you're facing as well, coming forward to celebrate with you, okay? Or this can even be a situation, those ones that you think were predators are not really turning out to be that way. Okay, and they're coming with full support. Like, usually dog symbolizes loyalty, but I saw that even the dog is barking at you when you're leaving. But when the lion, you think maybe that's your nature too, guys. That's another thing. I know this is a very specific message for some of you, but maybe your nature is not a house pet. Okay, you are out there, you are the phoenix that you're meant to fly and be free. Okay, and this full moon will be like illuminating that parts of you. And I see there's going to be many conversations happening after the lion shows up. And I see there are people running towards you. You might even start to attract your own people faster to you, the support, okay? And let's dive into your soul star now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I told you the warrior here, he's kind of carrying like divers, you know, they carry oxygen pack behind them. And yeah. Your desire is coming really fast, but there's a second one. I feel like you have two things cross through your mind, and the easiest one is going to happen faster. The other one has some time, but it is coming forward as well. The thing is, you can see there's also here like northern lights or like eclipse type of like an energy beam of light coming through the head of this warrior. So this is like a change, but the change can happen in the dark, and when just the darkness actually gets eliminated, you see why the certain things play out that way. Okay, we have a penguin here. Either way, the penguin can be symbolizing maybe a water sign or someone who's loyal to you, because penguins, they mate for life and they actually go through a process of being chosen. So this can be someone that you have chosen for yourself. Sunshine on the bottom right there. You have chosen for yourself, and they're going to be also the lovers here too. Okay, I just want to fix the deck, but yeah, they're good things that are perfect matches showing up here for you. Let's dive into the tarot now. Let's see what that has to say. Nine of Coins, Prince of Wands. I'm seeing a lot of good energies already. Leo, Gemini, Nine of Coins is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it's all exciting vibes. But I told you, Scorpio, it can be a little bit frustrating to face all that emotions at once. And I was planning, couldn't really start it yet. There's an 18-day of like water element yoga. And since we're going through a water full moon, I'm going to start that immediately, because that's going to help me complete things as well. That's what the water element actually is working for. We have a 5 of Wands as a conflict, the fire. So the fire element helps you start things, and then air is the ideas flowing. We have, what else? Earth is grounding, and the water is completing that idea that you have started, the action that you started. If you're starting things and leaving them halfway, you need this water energy. You need to really utilize it well, the Scorpio energy. We have the 5 of Wands here. This can be a conflict you're facing. There's a volcano right there. Maybe you have 5 different ideas. You don't know which one to pay attention to. Sphinx shows up as feminine energy here, guys. We have Saturn on the background. So I feel here the feminine energy is your creative side. Yes, the actually like ruminating a little bit in what's happening, and instead of like trying to look for a solution like the masculine energy, just absorbing a little bit like the emotions coming forth. Okay, absorbing. Why? Because this is absorbing. From my understanding, when you sit with an emotion, instead of criticizing it, instead of analyzing it, instead of screaming, because sometimes some emotions are like really, really strong, or you can do like tapping, EFT tapping during that emotion to release it, or butterfly taps. You come to realize why is it still in your body when you picked it up, and what and you can actually feel it's leaving your body, which is opening up space for more and better emotions, okay? The conflict is going to be released by you being the alchemist here. The alchemist, in some decks, it is a Gemini, a Virgo energy, the magician, but here it's the Sagittarius. This is a temperance, okay? Temperance, controlling the temper, and also being aware of the temper around you. On the bottom, I see the 2 of Cups, meaning your heart's desire will come forward when you understand why you're feeling that temper, okay? Another thing with the alchemist's energy, she's actually aiming for the sun, the optimism, and she is she has been through the darkness, and she knows what is actually not working and working now. She's aiming for what's working. So it is directing your focus with a cat, and actually tells me that feminine energy is also at play here, guys. When I say feminine, it means that creative energy, okay? So how you can get out of the conflict is you need to be a little bit calm, cool, collected. Do not jump everything in both feet. Test the waters before you do anything. Also, take things one at a time rather than like trying to take care of everything all at once. And another thing, this card actually tells me, even though there's a volcano erupting on the back, there's a volcano erupting on the back. I don't know if you can see both of them right here. Focus on the positive, how it's actually benefiting you, okay? What else we have here? The Hermit. Exactly. I keep telling you, contemplation, going back inside. This is like the fullest hermit card I have ever seen. The dogs that you're leading, put them on the leash. There's a snake. It's transformation, shedding the old skin. You're the one carrying the light, and the web of the spider, the fate, the destiny is always on working, like it's on play. It's always working. So everything that's happening in your life is actually leading you towards a new adventure, change, a new version of yourself. So in order to embrace it, that Hermit is the quieting your mind part, okay? I know it can be hard, but introspection, going back inside. Why am I feeling this? Why is this? Where am I feeling this? Sometimes we feel the emotions around our body, in our throat, in our gut. So that will help you to transform it to something that will be useful. Marriage can be also your commitment to yourself. We have Seven of Cups with a fantasy here. I want to get some clarity why this one's showing up. Seven of Cups can be indicative of options, too many options, or too many things on your plate. Another thing that might be frustrating you right now, even though you're calming your mind, you're saying, you know what? I am going to find my path. I'm going to find the thieves. That's the toil and labor you're putting there. I'm going to find what I want to dedicate my energy to. Your mind can be on the overdrive, which is going to Ten of Swords want to come forward. That's going to come to an end because Swords is all about logic, all about analyzing everything very detailedly, and maybe even scaring yourself from the future, like bringing fearful thoughts, how the future is going to end up. It seems like that's coming to an end. The introspection is going to help you get over that. And if you have 7 different things on your mind, yes, there's going to be an option that you're going to choose with the Magician here. Number 1, okay, this is I heard from, oh wow, Ace of Wands on the bottom, which is going to be the successful one if you tend to choose that number 1 priority, okay? I feel like that's what it is with the Magician. That is going to turn you into a magician. I heard from Brian Tracy, I think, and you can find that video online. He says that if you want, like, write down 10 things on a piece of paper that you want to accomplish and choose the first one, like the number 1 thing, whichever is the number 1 most important priority for yourself, and just pick that one, focus on that thing for the next 12 months, and you will see that it is going to actually start to come to life, okay? If you can put full attention. The Ten of Swords tells me that full attention, that you're not really distracted by 10 different things. You're fully, number 1, ace here, focus on that, which is going to start bringing with the Eight of Wands many positive opportunities with that to you, and maybe even it's going to start working. And the Four of Wands is completing that task as well, okay? Maybe it will be shorter than the period of the next 12 months. We have the Triumph, exactly, yeah. When you're focused on your heart's desire, what's your number 1 priority, not the only heart's desire, I feel, number 1 priority, you will triumph. You will make it happen. What else we see here? Competition with the Five of Wands, again here, coming twice. No matter which way you go, you will have a competition in front of you guys. And it's maybe about embracing that. Somebody's going to outdo you, or somebody's going to copy what you do. But I'm going to tell you something, that all of us are completely unique. There's nothing as a perfection in human existence. Each and every one of us are perfect the way we are because we're unique. Okay, so competition, if you can see it that way, it's not going to matter that much. We have the refreshment. You're having a lot of fire energy even though we're going through water era, I told you. So refresh. We already have Ace of Wands, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of them are like right there. Refreshing, meaning this time is going to help you to shed the old skin and focus on the new adventures rather than the past. And we have the Five of Cups here, disappointment. This is coming. Even though it seems like, oh, it's such a negative thing, but you see it's actually the moon is starting to illuminate your path, or like whatever is hidden is going to come to light. Five of Cups symbolizes there is a divine order. This is the actually showing up here. There's a divine order. Everything has to happen in a certain way. And if you think something that you wanted or you thought you wanted, because sometimes we want the things that other people want for us so deeply, we don't realize that's not even our desire until we get it. So there's a divine order out into the universe, and everything you desire wants to come to you, and everything you doesn't belong to your energy wants to get away from you. And if those things that got away from you, making you feel disappointed because you turned this into a race, it can feel a little harsh. But the thing is, with the Five of Cups energy has this. It says that there are two cups upright. There are positive things that were supposed to happen, already happened. The other next three things are going to come to you in the divine order. So focus on what the state of mind, the type of mindset that you want to have rather than the material stuff, okay? And this is also the time for that. The full moon is time for that, to face those three things that left your life. Five of Cups is like we see three cups upright spilled. That's why I keep saying three things. Focus on those things that were actually disappointed you, or people, or the situations, and try to see the divine order within them. Why do you think they didn't happen? This is going to be your final message now. We're going to pull an affirmation. Okay, and these are like powerful attraction affirmations. And let's see what it says. I am patient knowing that whatever is of the highest good is coming to me. Aligning with this beautiful energy here too, okay? All right, lovelies, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.